Alright, here's my spare engine from a 1995 Suzuki Sidekick parts car that I picked up for $200. I'm going to pull this apart and see if there's anything wrong with it. It's the original engine and has never been out of the car. The odometer in the car had about 87,000 miles on it. Let's take it apart and see how it looks. And to start taking this apart, I took this air hose off, these two coolant hoses, the PCV hose. I loosened both of these clamps, and then there's a size 12, another size 12 on the other side, and one more size 12 right back here by the engine oil cap. There we go. There's the air intake pipe. Next, I'm going to take this little boot off here. I'm going to take this little bracket off here that the pipe was mounted to. Two bolts down here and a little one up here. Took this little short size 10 bolt out, and then I took out these two size 12s that I need to pull out number 3 spark plug wire here because it goes through the hole in this bracket, and I should be able to tape these bolts in here or something so I don't forget where they go. Okay, next I pulled out all my spark plug wires. They were really tight, I don't know why. Now I'm going to remove the entire distributor assembly. I'm not just going to pull out I'm going to leave the distributor in there and take these 3 bolts off the back. The bottom 2 bolts are the same size, and the top is the long one. The long one goes in the top. There it goes, spilling a little bit of oil. Set this down, working with one hand. I got the spark plugs out. The ends all look really good. I don't see any problem. I drained the oil out. That looks pretty clean. Okay, the power steering pump has already been removed. It's gone. And I just pulled the filter off and drained out all the oil. Now I'm going to take these 4 size 10 flange nuts. And it just comes off like that. Taking the fan off makes it a lot easier to get these 4 nuts on the inside here. I just stuck a screwdriver through here to hold it so that I could get them loose. I know this has been off before because 3 of these nuts are size 11. Almost never use my size 11 wrench on this thing. One of them is a size 10. I need to loosen up the belt, so loosen that by loosening this nut right here. Okay, I got that loosened up. Shift the alternator up a little bit. Take the belt off. Okay, I just used my screwdriver and gave this a few light taps as I was turning it, and then it came loose and slides right off of there. It's the fan clutch. It's part of the fan, so when it gets up to temperature, it locks in. When it's still cool, it can turn freely. So it only spins and engages the fan when it's hot. Okay, next thing is this pulley on the water pump. It just comes right off, no problem. So before I can take the water pump off, we need to take this timing belt cover off. I know the timing belt cover has been taken off before because it was missing 3 bolts out of it, and also missing the wire tie downs, but I just took out the remaining bolts that were around it and the nut in the middle. Right, there's 5 of these little bolts holding this pulley on here. So these are size 8, kind of an unusual size in here. And then the pulley comes off. After the pulley comes off, then the timing belt cover comes right off. It's just plastic.